Hello everybody and welcome to a video about Dwarf Fortress. This is a little video that I said I would do a couple weeks ago and then things got super busy so I didn't, but now I'm doing it. So it's basically the same as doing it a couple of weeks ago, except doing it now. This is a video taking the new military screen and a completely vanilla, fresh install military screen, putting them side by side and kind of showing how they're similar and also completely different. Mostly similar, but also completely different because one of them's like usable by a normal brain and then the other one is Dwarf Fortress. So let's dive into it. So we're just going to super quickly generate a brand new world here in a completely fresh install. I've only just launched this for the first time. We're going to power through world generation real quick, generating a small world so that generates pretty fast. Load into a new fortress, not prepare carefully and just embark so I can show you the screens. And now we're going to get into the side-by-sides. The first screen we're going to be looking at is the squad screen. This is what happens when you hit the S key. It gives you a list of squads on the right of the screen. And on the Steam version, there's 3. In the screenshot that I have, but in my screenshot here, I only have 1 active squad. You would select the squad by hitting the assigned key. In this case, it's the letter A. On the Steam version and the premium versions on itch.io, you will access your squad by clicking the check mark. Obviously, it's a little bit easier immediately from the user perspective. Generally, these screens functionally are identical. Their actual functionality doesn't change much from screen to screen. You can edit squads, add to squads, change squads, and effectively control the entire military screen from this menu. The next screenshot that we are looking at, first we will select the Steam version, and the premium itch.io version, of course. This screen is the detailed squad menu, or as they call it, the squad positions menu, I think is the official term for it. This allows you to select individual dwarves from a squad and tell them where to go on the map specifically. This is the only place where the game actually lets you do this, aside from selecting entire squads and giving them general directions to go. I almost never use this feature because I personally find that the dwarves take orders as suggestions and generally don't really obey them correctly, which is, pretty dwarfy. But it is nice that it's a feature, and every now and again I'll use one dwarf as bait, for example, against a forgotten beast. On the Steam version, it's again simply clicking the check mark and then selecting where you would like them to go. On the classic version, you would select a letter A, B, C, D, E, F, or G to tell your dwarf where to go, specifically. It's pretty much the same on both sides, functionally, but significantly more user-friendly. Now, the last screen we're going to be looking at today is the scheduling, the monthly scheduling. Schedule for the dwarves. On the current screen that you are seeing is the Steam version. So this is a list of scheduled duties. These can be copy-pasted and easily moved around very simply using the mouse and clicking the clicky buttons that require clicking. Over here, now that you see the black void, that is, what the heck do I do on this screen? I mean, that's kind of what my brain said the first time I saw it. It makes sense to me now. It's essentially the exact same functionality in this screen, just like the previous ones. But instead of, having clicky buttons, even though the mouse does work on this screen in Vanilla Dwarf Fortress, believe it or not that you want to use it, but it's essentially the same functionality. It's just entirely keyboard driven. The problem is, I think, with the classic version that will be obsolete once the new versions with the new UX gets released. The issue with this screen, I think, is just simply explaining to the player what they want to do with this screen. What are my options? What is the purpose of the existence of this screen? What am I supposed to be doing here? And I think that the Steam and itch.io versions are doing a much better job of exaggerating the usability of these screens and explaining to the player how they are supposed to be used. And what their actual outcome should be. A training schedule with a variety of tasks, maybe patrol routes or other things. I'm not even going to get into patrol routes in this video. That's another can of worms for the classic version. Maybe I'll get into that one day. But at this point, I just kind of wanted to show that the core functionality of the military screen is virtually identical to what we are looking at in the premium versions, aside from the fact that one is just more cramped up and cluttered and hotkey driven instead of nice, pretty pictures. Thank you very much for watching this video. This is a little one. A couple people requested it, so I figured I'd do it. There's a few other UI comparison videos I plan to do in the future. If you want to see more videos like this, there's more Dwarf Fortress on this YouTube channel than you could reasonably watch in a lifetime, including a very long interview with Tarn Adams that I just did a couple of days ago, which is currently viewable at your leisure. Thank you very much for watching this video, and if you would like to support it directly, Patreon's on the screen right now. It's $2 a month to get your name up there, and if you want to watch the streams, you can find me on Twitch 5 days a week. Mondays and Fridays are off. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.